And hey guys, and welcome. Today I'm over here at the Pop Century Resort. I've been getting a lot of people asking if we get back over here and shoot a fresh video over here, so I'm actually over here today by myself. The kids are over in school, so I'm going to be walking around the Pop Century, guys. As you guys can see the bus over there, that's where you guys are going to be coming in from downtown, so Disney Springs area or any of the other places, and getting dropped off by the Disney buses. Over here to the right, this is actually the main entrance. Underneath the big sign out front, this is Pop Century. And you guys are going to tell you're in here with just all the dating and stuff, the 1970s, 1980s, 1960s, 1950s. So all this is the time span that this resort is actually built around. And as you guys are walking through the resort, it's going to be one of them resorts that takes you guys back in time. But right here, this is the way I'm going to enter right now. So over to the right is your main entrance. Over here is kind of like the middle entrance that I like to actually walk in all the time. The other end pushes you down near the buses and stuff that are bringing you in, or the valet parking. And to the left is where the Disney buses bring in. So we're going to go right on through the middle. This is kind of like the more warm and welcoming entry point for you of this resort. So as you guys are walking in, you're greeted by your arcade, you're greeted by a little area where you guys can use the televisions. It's like a little business center there where you can use the telephones, stuff like that. There's your store over there, and over to the left is going to be the arcade. You guys are going to see that as we're walking around. Over to the right here is your main check-in. So when you guys are coming in, you can look at the artwork around the walls, and it's everything that's dated back through time. So I don't know if you guys caught the Art of Animation Resort. I walked in on the very far end. This is the exact same setup, but different decor. So they're pretty similar resorts, just different theming. So this is their lobby area. It's actually pretty cool looking. You would think that, you know, maybe it's not going to look as nice, but the way they did it with all the artwork in there actually looks pretty cool. Over here is the Everything Pop store. So we're actually going to look in here, and as we're walking in, I'm just going to do a once-over. As we're walking through this resort, or as we're walking through this little store here, guys, I'm just going to give you a once-over. Check out the, I'll have it posted, but check out the website. It'll have the actual store posted, but we are going to post the store. I like to take my time and walk through the store and post it, because I get a lot of people that just want to see the stores and not the resort tour. That's why we do that. So I'll give you a little bit of a look around right now, show you what it's set up like and stuff like that. And then as we're walking through, you guys will actually be able to go back to the actual movie and watch that video on what the store actually is. As you proceed right on through this store and general store area, you come into like the cafeteria section. This is where you guys are going to get all your food, your drinks, everything like that. You're going to bring it all out here. You're going to eat around the outsides. On the inside is where you guys are going to go pick it up. So this is all the seating on the outside. That's heading back into the store there, which is cool because there's no wall. It just goes over and into the store, and then it'll take you out to the main lobby. But in here, you guys are going to continue on into where you're actually going to buy all the food. Your drinks and condiments are over to the right. And in here, this is where you guys are going to walk in, and all these little monitors up ahead are going to tell you what is at each little section. They're pretty much the same at most resorts. It's like the All-Star resorts were set up the same. The Art of Animation, same thing. But you're going to go up, it's going to give you a little monitor of what they're selling there, whether it's breakfast foods, pastries, stuff like that. And then they always have like drink sections. You can go get your drinks, you can get yogurts and stuff like that. Drinks, whether they're alcohol or sodas or juices and beverages. But it's all set up all in this center area. And this is pretty much the same setup as in the Art of Animation, except this one's got a bigger span in here, so you got some more space, you got some ice creams off to the right, all your beverages and stuff like that. Everything holds back in here. And then they got the lighting up above that looks kind of cool. And then we're going to make our way over here. This is where you guys are actually going to pay to get out, and this is the last of your food choices as you're walking in. So whether it's dinner, it's lunch or breakfast, all that stuff's going to be there. Just look at the monitor, it'll show you what they have. And then you're going to make your way on out. And this is another section where you guys can sit and eat, or you can get all your condiments right over to the right. And they do have one TV down on that end there. But it's actually not a bad place. We actually come over a lot and we'll grab lunch over here. So it's not one of our favorites, but we enjoy it. Then you guys make your way out back, and then you got Pedals over there. That's their little wet bar near the pool. and that's their big pool out back. Now most of these pools have been redone. This one's actually a pretty cool pool because it's got the little, it's like little flowers and they throw the water down on you, so it's kind of cool. You get to play around as a kid out there, have fun, and then you've got the water splashing down on your head too. So, and you can be any age to go in there. You don't necessarily have to be a child to go in there, but they do have a kiddie section way in the back there, way ahead there. But we're gonna make our way down to the pool. I'll give you guys a once over. And as always in every single video we do here, guys, if you miss it, go check out our pools once. It'll always be a pool. And there's the pool. And I will post that pool video separately, so we'll have a walk around of just the pool, guys. And now we're back at the back of the resort again. We're gonna start heading in this direction here. I wanna show you what some of the areas look like as we're walking around, because this one's broken in different sections. Now this one's actually a little bit more complicated to walk around than like walking to the Art of Animation. Now the Art of Animation is broken up into 4 resorts technically. You can look at the Cars section, the Finding Nemo section. You got the Lion King section. This one here, as you can tell, you've got yo-yos, you've got bowling pins. It's a little bit different than that one over there. That one, you know where you are. This one here is kind of like you're all over the place. And it's not like you're going to the end and you can just turn around and come back. This one here, you've got little junctions, like little veins that go off left and right. So as you're walking, you'll see that. But there's one of the yo-yos. Now, in these type of resorts, that's going to be your staircase that walks you upstairs. So it's all themed around a yo-yo, but you could see inside there were steps. So you got the bowling pins, you've got the yo-yos. They're all like a big step system. So if you guys are staying on the 2nd floor, 3rd floor, you just walk up the steps if you want. And there's a, you know, look at it, the old Duncan yo-yos. So if you guys are staying here, if you're at the Duncan yo-yo section, that's where you guys are gonna be. So you don't have the Lion King stuff or the Cars stuff. You've got to remember that's the yo-yo. I'm in the yo-yo area. And then you've got Goofy here with this old, looks like a 1963 Corvette. Could be the 64, depending on if it's got the split in the back. But I love the Goofy with the surfboard. Him and the car kind of don't really go together. I think a Woody would have been good in there. One of the old wooden cars, but it's kind of cool seeing it anyway. But we're gonna make our way right now down towards this section of the resort and make our way up through there. So you guys get a feel for what the actual resort's like. You got the big wheel down there. You can see it way off in the distance, and that's a really huge big wheel. That was big way back in the day when I was a kid. So that's when they made their debut back then. And over the years, they did change, and the first ones that came out, I don't ever remember the handbrake on the right, but this one has the handbrake on it, I remember that. And you can see they just got like different artwork up along. It's set up the same as the Art of Animation and stuff like that, except it's like the Little Mermaid section with the outside walk around, so you've got the walk around balcony there, you can walk around the room. This one's got the same thing, it's set up like that. The All-Stars or more similar to this. But you come in here, you're gonna make your way down. Everything's monstrous in here, so when you're walking around, everything is really huge. You can see in here, they've got the lawn, they've got the decor in the center, you've got Mickey Mouse with the big old phone over there. And if you guys remember back with the old telephones with the old turn dial there, you had to put your finger in and turn the dial, and then it made that back to where it went. So a lot of people are probably not familiar with the old phones there, and this is the big wheel. I'm sorry, I'm looking around at so many different things, so I get sidetracked. There's a lot to see in this resort. If you guys aren't familiar with it, every turn of the head you see something that you didn't catch before, and you want to remember that. So it's like, oh, you know what? I want to mention that in the video, or in the next video, maybe I'll shoot that one and have that particular thing in the video and make some more commentary about it. But as you see, we're all the way down at the end. No different than like the All-Star Resorts or even the Little Mermaid section of the Art of Animation. You come to the end of it and then you got to make a decision. Head to another section or turn around and go back up through here. So we made it all the way down to the section, and now I cut out and we're heading over to the left. You can see they've got trivia all the way around the outside of this resort. You got Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and recently Mrs. Potato Head did pass on. There's been a lot of characters passing away. So it's real sad. Ursula passed away. Mrs. Potato Head passed away. And then you've got a lot of other actors that are just, a lot of people from the Harry Potters, they're all passing away. It's pretty sad, but hopefully people hang in there. But we're down at the Rubik's Cube section, guys. So you can tell where you are if you're at the Rubik's Cube. You just got to remember where to get to the Rubik's Cube, and we're going to head on down and show you what it looks like. It's all the same type of resort. So it would be kind of cool if they had more in the middle. I'm not a fan of the trees in the middle. I like to see more stuff, even more like the full-size models and stuff of the different characters of the different movies. This seems kind of cluttered with the trees, but it is what it is. So you got Pac-Man up on top and stuff like that. Takes you back if you guys remember Pac-Man and stuff like that. So it is a little bit, this one to me, walking around right here isn't as fun as walking through the Art of Animation. The way they set that up is really fun with the characters going through, the buildings going through, but you know, maybe it's just because of the different things that they could put on these buildings with the flashing back of the past and stuff. But you got Roger Rabbit up here, and this section here has its own pool. Once again, we're gonna post that pool as its own video, but we'll give you guys a once over when we get down here. So just a quick look where it's located. It's down here, all the way down at the end in this section here. Check our website out. We will have this pool posted, guys, but it's all the way down here on the end, and this is set up right next to the floppy disk. If you guys remember the old computers with the floppy disk and the Roger Rabbit. So I would probably type in Roger Rabbit pool at Pop Century, and it's gonna take you down to this end here. Give you guys a look around quick before I head out of this section, and there's the little pool back there. And now we're back out in the front of the Roger Rabbit section. There's the Rubik's Cube out back there. We just came back through there. And if you guys miss anything in here, remember this is just a once over. We're walking through, showing you the resort. We will have everything individually posted as its own video, because we just got so many people that don't want to watch an entire video of the resort. They just want to see the stores, the arcade, or whatever, even the pool. So we try to post them individually and stuff like that. So it's a lot of videos to post, but you know, if people want them, we will post them, guys. So if you have something you want to see, put it down below in the comments and we will get that out there for you. But we're going to continue walking along because this is a bigger resort. So we're making our way down right now in this direction. So we came straight back in front of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and we're going to work our way around this whole side, going back up to the center of the resort again. So it's like a walk on the outside. If you guys look across, you will see the Art of Animation over there through the trees. If you guys squint hard enough, you'll see it. So we're gonna head back this way, and it's gonna take us over towards the Skyliner area. And this is one, if you guys are staying here and the Art of Animation are those resorts that are located on the Skyliner. So if you guys are looking to go over to Epcot, you guys are looking to go over to the boardwalk area, or you guys are looking to go over to Hollywood Studios, these are the resorts that you're going to want to stay at if you're expecting to use the Skyliner. And I love the Skyliner. You know, when it first came out, wasn't a fan. Now I love the thing. It's easy, you know, transportation for me to get everywhere. I can get pretty far really quick. Like I can go right from here all the way down to Epcot and be back at the Hollywood Studios all in the blink of an eye. And it's not really that long. If you guys watch any of our Skyliner videos, they're not very long to do the entire run, so they move along pretty quick. And we will always say that if you guys do use the Skyliner, just allow some extra time, because periodically they do stop, whether they're loading the handicaps, they're loading the scooters, they're loading anybody that has any kinds of issues that go into there that need that assistance getting in. They do slow them down and stuff like that. And right now we're making our way back towards the entrance. So we're back up near the back of Pop Century again. So we just did that one side over there, and as you can tell, we're heading the other direction right now. So what we just saw, the Rubik's Cube section, we just got done seeing the yo-yo section. That's all on that side. Now we're heading over on the bowling pin side, and you can tell by just looking ahead, you see the top of that big bowling pin? That's a staircase. We're heading over on that side now. We're gonna go by Pedals, which is the outside wet bar, and we're just going to continue straight on over. And now you're going to have, this is going to tee off into its section. You can either go down to the left or follow it right out to the bowling pin section. And over here is where you guys are going to dump your luggage and stuff like that. It's like kind of like a weird section. I don't understand this. Every time I go by it, I try to figure it out, but it's like where you're going to drop all your stuff. So everybody goes in with luggage and leaves it or something like that. Not really familiar with it. I haven't actually stayed over in this resort, so I'm not really familiar with that, but it's kind of like a wasted space. But if you guys know what that is, leave it down in the comments. We're kind of curious to see what that actually is. One day when I got some time and I can sit back and watch, I'll go up and ask what that's all about. But right now I'm continuing on because we do got to make some time getting this resort shot for you guys. But we're in the bowling pin section, as you guys can see there. And this is one of the last sections. So it's, you know, you've got your left side, you've got your right side, and then it connects with the pool in the back center, which then goes straight on out to the Skyliner. So right now we're going on down. You can see there is a little bit of construction going on. A lot of these resorts, guys, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but the Swan, the Dolphin, you've got a lot going on. At two of the All-Star resorts, you've got the Grand Floridian. There is a lot of construction going on in Disney. So if you guys are staying down here, make the phone call. This is like pretty minute stuff going on right there, so it's really not going to affect the vacation. But I did see they did have the guys on the big lifts pressure washing, painting and stuff like that. You know, it's nothing major, but you don't really want a lot of construction going on when you guys are paying all the money to stay down here, especially with all the rising in the prices all the time. That to me is unacceptable. When you're paying all the money you're paying to come down on vacation, these resorts should be done. Or they should tell you, you know, you've got all this construction, instead of finding out when you get here, now all your pictures are shot because the section you want to take a picture of is under scaffolding or whatever. And that's not really fair. You know, the money that's getting charged for these resorts and the time down here, you know, this stuff should all be perfect when you get here. But here's a look around. You got the Lady and the Tramp section down here. That's in the bowling pin area. So we're all the way at the end. You've got the Lady and the Tramp. We've also got another pool down here. This is the bowling pin pool. We will have that one posted as a separate video. If you guys want to find it easy, just go to thecountrybeartours.com. Right on the first page, hit the pools, go on in. It's going to show you all the pools of all the resorts that we have posted. And if you guys want something, even if we just posted it, let us know. We'll repost another fresh video for you. So we're all the way back out to the front again. You can see the yo-yo down the end, and the yo-yos are going right up the center near the pool. So that's how you're going to find that. So we're heading all the way back near the pool now. We just got to make our way out through here. As you guys can see, there isn't a lot going on with the walkways. It's not as friendly, I think, as like the All-Star resorts. It's set up very similar, but it's not as friendly, not as open. It's more congested with the trees. The one thing that is nice, it has a lot of shade. So when you guys are walking around, you do have that one, you know, bonus that you got shade above your head and stuff like that. And it is, you know, it's got a lot of pretty colors when you're walking down through here. The color mix on the actual resort, it looks pretty good. So, you know, to stay here, if all the construction was done, I'd probably give it a thumbs up. However, I think they could do a little bit more in the center here walking. It should be a funner feel when you're walking. Or more, I don't know, just a little something more than it is. It's just like blah to me. But we're making our way down to the Duncan yo-yo section with you guys. And now we're all the way back out to the pool. So we kept walking straight. We're back at the Lady and the Tramp. Now we're heading back, and as you can see right down the middle, this is probably the best section of this resort to stay in. If I was staying here, I'm requesting one of these rooms overlooking the pool. That's just my thing that I want, just because this is a beautiful section. That pool is incredible. They just got done redoing it. We shot a couple of videos of this one this past year. It's already redone. They repainted it, stripped it down. All the flowers on the outside shoot the water down. I'm gonna get in there when I'm done. I'm gonna shoot a video of that and get it pumped out there to you guys so you can see it. Check that out. But as you're making your way down, this is the one that's got the most character to it. You got Blue over there. You've got this guy over here with the Play-Doh. You've got the little elephant there. You got the giraffe. You got the flowers all over the place. It's a real, this whole center section is my favorite. It feels to me like they've done the most here, and kind of like maybe they ran out of ideas or whatever on the outsides, but this one here has got the most energy going through here. And as you guys are coming up, you see on the left-hand side here, this is the little kids swim area. So if you guys got the little ones, that's where you're going to want to bring them so they don't get all mixed in with the big guys. You get to go in here. You don't got to worry about the kids getting pushed over, too many people. But sometimes it does get packed with the little ones, so you can go right out there with them. As you can see right there, you got some parents out there with the kids, but it looks like a good time. And as we're walking, guys, we're coming to the end of this one, but we are heading over towards the Skyliner right now. So this is going to pretty much wrap up the whole Pop Century Resort. And now we're going to head to the Skyliner, and the Skyliner splits the middle of the Art of Animation and Pop Century. So if you guys wanted to see the Art of Animation, you just keep heading straight and it's going to take you right over. But I'm going to look around one more time so you guys get one final look at Pop Century. And as always, subscribe, guys, give us a like, share the video, and we'll see you on the next one.